So the last class we completed the DDL commands and the DML commands and the DQL commands. So now we are working with TCL commands. So very important. So first of all, we want to connect with SQL prompt. So here we want to work with the TCL commands. Let us just put down. There. So these are the TCL commands. Basically, these TCL commands is used to work on transactions. It is used to save the transactions on a table, and also we can do the performance. Worked on that respected transactions. If you want to control the transactions, in our database, then we can use the TCL. So here there are four types of commands, we call it as the TCL commands. One is the commit and rollback, save point, and truncate. In these four commands, three commands are very important commands we regularly use in our real life, and the save point we don't want to use in our real life. We never use it. It's just only temporary purpose only. Okay. We are going to working with one by one, and we can get the clarity on this TCL commands. Okay. If you want to control the transactions in our database, then we can use the TCL commands. The first one is a commit. Basically, what is the use of commit? It is used to save the data permanently in our database, which is the data we enter into the database. That the data we are going to commit it in our database permanently, we can go to use the commit statement. Before going to understand this commit statement, first we want to understand the simple generic perform. Okay, what is that means? Suppose, say example, now I want to open the notepad. Here I am going to write some information, right? Whatever it may be. Then we are going to type this information. So once we are going to complete this one, here we want to save the records. We want to save this file as a something. Suppose here, now I want to save this one. Where you want to save? In our machine we want to save it. Suppose, say example, ABC. So this activity is called it as a commit in our systematic database applications. Okay, so here, as per our generic, we are going to enter the information and save this file as in our machine. That will be called it as a we want to save the data in our machine, right? In the same manner, in database also, we are perform some operations. What are the operations? We are insert the data, we update the data, we remove the data. So that are the operations. For every operations, we want to save it, right? For saving the information, we are using the commit. Right? Let us here. We have two types of commits. One is implicit commit, another one is explicit commit. Another one is explicit commit. I will show you one more example to you. So here, after that, I'm going to enter some information. Okay, after that, I want to enter in some other information. So here, observe this one. Implicit commit is applied by the system. Explicit commit is applied by the user. User means ourselves. So who are going to apply the commit statement? That statement we call it as a explicit commit. Okay, and implicit commit means it is applied by the system by default. That will be called it as an implicit commit. Let us here. Here observe this one. If you save this one, that is called as the explicit commit, because of as a user we go to file and save it. Okay, so that will be called it as a explicit commit. That will be called it as explicit. So what happened means the respected saved transaction is applied. Saved transaction is applied by the user. That is the reason we call it as a explicit commit, right? And suppose now I am going to do the some operation in this same file, but here observe this one. If in case if you close this one, okay, if in case if you close this one, here what happen? Do you want to save the changes? Just click on save it. Click on save it. So here whatever, here how it is come, we are not asking to the system please save this one. By default system is asked to us, have you saved this one? Yes, we are going to click on this one. So this operation is done by the system itself. Automatically it is save the transaction. Actually here also we have done the we are perform one activity. Okay, click on that save, right? But actually in database mechanism we don't want to do that operation. By default system is going to do the committed the transaction. That is transaction we call it as a implicit commit. The transaction we call it as a implicit commit. Let us, I will show you a simple example. So this is the one prompt. So for that purpose I want to choose two files. I want to choose the two prompts. So this is one prompt. Another prompt is, again I want to open one more prompt. Here also I am giving the credentials. Yeah. So here this is the second prompt, this is the first prompt. So in first prompt I want to clear the screen. Okay, in second prompt I don't want to clear the screen. Just that is the point you can remember. In first prompt I clear the screen. Okay, in second prompt I doesn't clear the screen. That's point, just you can remember for your understand purpose. Let us now I want to do the DML operations in this database. In first prompt, here we are going to do the perform operations. So what happened? Before that we need to create a one table, because of we don't have any table. Let us, so why I want to create a table also I will let you know. So here observe this one. These DDL commands are the auto commit commands. Just keep in our mind. These DML commands are the non-auto commit commands. Let us. DDL commands are the auto commit commands. DML commands are the non-auto commit commands. Let us go to first prompt. Here I want to create a table. Create a table. Table name std99 sorry 99, and s number is a number 5, s name varchar 2 of 10. So now I create a table. But where we create a table? In first prompt we create a table. But whenever we create a table in first prompt, whatever it may be, okay, whenever we create a table, so which commands we are using? We are using DDL commands. While using DDL commands, we can create a table in one prompt. Okay, let us now we check it whether the table is created or not. Absolutely it is created. Absolutely it is created, and it is available in our database. That is the reason it will come. Okay, and go to second prompt. In second prompt I want to check it. In second prompt I want to check it whether my table is appear or not. That here std99, yes, it is absolutely shows because of it is available, right? Just observe this one. This is the database. is the database. So this database is accessed by two prompts, right? So one is prompt 1, another one is prompt 2. Suppose example user 1, user 2, user 1, user 2, user 1 and user 2, right? First user, this user, this is the user, not the user 1 and user 2. So actually user 1 is create a table. Whenever the user is create a table, it is stored in our database. It is stored in our database. So that is the reason this user 2 also acts as the same table from the database. Same table from the database. Because of here. Now let us come to first prompt. Okay. So now we have the data, right? Now we have the data. Now we have the table in first prompt. So let us in first prompt we are insert the data. We want to insert the data, right? Insert into std99 values. S number is 1, S name is Alan. Let us observe this one. It is one of the DML command to insert the data into table, right? So first transaction is going to done by this user, first operation. So what is the operation? So that operations is DDL. That operations is DDL. So these DDL commands are the auto commit commands. That is the reason which is the table is created in our database that is permanently stored in our database. That is the reason some other user is access the same table from another prompt also. Let us. Now what we do? We do the DML operations in first transaction, means the first prompt. Let us. We created, right? Let us, I want to check it. Select store from std99. Have we get the data or not? We are get the data successfully, which is available in our table. Now it is clearly show us how many records we have in our table. So in first prompt it is clearly show us. It is clearly show us, right? Let us go to second prompt. Second prompt. Now I want to execute the same command. Select star from std99. What happened? Here it doesn't show us any data. Here it doesn't show us any data. Why? Because in first prompt it is clearly show us the data is there in our database. But in second prompt, same user is access the same database. So here this user and this user both are access the same database. But first user able to see the data, second user does not able to see the data. What happened? So what is the problem here? So why? Because here the DDL commands are the auto commit commands. So automatically commit is executed by the system. That is the reason which is the operation is done on database while using the DDL. System automatically apply the commit. System automatically apply the commit. That is the reason another user also access the same data which is available in our database. But DML commands does not have the auto commit. So same user is do the one more operation that is called DML operation. That is called DML operation. But in this operation, the respected data does not available. Sorry, the respected data. This user one is do the DML operation. Data is available in our database. So this user can access to see the data whether the data is inserted or not. the same data can access it by the another user. Here does not possible to see the data. Why? Because if you use the DDL command, system automatically apply the commit command. If you use the DML command, system does not apply the auto commit command. Because of DDL commands are the auto commit commands, DML commands are the not auto commit commands. But how we can do that? So in this point of time, we are going to use explicit commit. We are going to use the explicit commit, right? So now go to first prompt. First prompt. Here I want to apply commit. Let us. First prompt it is clearly shows, but in second prompt, then now go to second prompt. Again I want to execute the commit. Absolutely, we are getting the data. So whatever it may be, the commit is applicable for the respected session. The data permanently in our available in our database. Okay. Suppose I have a one more question. I want to do the DML operations in operation is done by the second user. Second user also insert the some data. Insert into std99 values to Edward. Okay. Let us we check it. std99. How many records we have? 2 records, right? Go back to first prompt and we'll be check it. We check it. std99. What happened? Still it shows only one record. Why? Because of here what happened? The second user is do the operation. What is the operation? DML operation. But still, so here whenever we are using the DML, definitely we want to apply the commit. Okay, let us now actually here the operation is done by the second user. The commit is applied by the first user. What happened? Let us. Commit is applied by the first user. Let us check it. Have we got the 2 records or not, or 1 record only? 1 record only. Why? Because why this commit does not applicable for the second prompt? So commit is applicable for only per particular session only. Whatever session transactions is there, that session only committed when we are going to apply the commit. Okay. So now go to second prompt. Here you can apply the commit. Here you can apply the commit. Let us, here we don't get any difference, and come to first prompt. Here std99, right? So that is the reason the respected committed. So here we have 2 types of commit: implicit commit and explicit commit. We don't have any command which is treated as a implicit commit, and we don't have any command which is treated as a explicit commit. We are using always commit command only. We are using always commit command only. Whenever we are going to write a commit, that is work like as a explicit commit. Whenever work with the DDL command, that DDL command is having the internal power, that power is a implicit commit. By default system is going to apply the implicit commit, even though implicit commit and explicit commit both are working with the same transactions. If you use the implicit commit or if you use the explicit commit, the work is same, the both behavior is same, permanently save the data in database. But we never use the implicit commit while using the any keyword. But how we execute the implicit commit? If you want to execute the implicit commit, then we can execute the DDL command. That's enough. Okay. Let us now I will show you. Go to first prompt. Right now I am in first prompt. This is the second prompt. Okay. So in first prompt, again I want to insert some data. So up to now we are understand the explicit commit. Okay. So in the first prompt, I want to insert the some data. Insert into std99 values 3 trust. Okay, so let us check it. How many records we have? We have 3 records. Still we didn't apply any commit, whatever it may be. Okay, go to second prompt, check it whether the data is there or not, or coming or not. The data doesn't come. Still, because of we didn't apply any implicit or explicit in our first prompt. If you apply the explicit commit, already we understand what is the how we are apply the explicit commit while using commit command. But how we are apply the implicit commit? Instead of implicit commit, how we are execute the implicit commit means, so whenever we are using the DDL commands, that will be call it as a implicit commit. Let us now I want to execute any one of the DDL command. Create DDL command means any, if you do the any creation or alter or rename or drop, that will be call it as a DDL command. Now I want to execute the DDL command. Create table, table name 991 as number. Just I want to create a one table which is having only one column. Let us recheck it. Table is created and std991. So this is our, in first prompt it is clearly shows both records, right? This is a new table doesn't have the data. Then go to second prompt. Earlier we check it in second prompt, the data doesn't show here, but now we can check it. std99. Now we are getting the 3 records. How it will come? Because of we are execute the DDL commands. That is the power of DDL commands. So please keep in our mind, whenever we are using the DDL commands, that DDL commands internally execute the implicit commit. Whenever we are execute the DML commands, we are apply the commit commands. So if you done by the, if the commit is done by the system, that is how call it as an implicit commit. If the commit is done by the us, that commit will be called it as an explicit commit. That is the difference between DDL and DML. So that is the reason the people is call it as a DDL or the auto commit commands, DML or the non-auto commit commands. Clear guys? All of you this? Okay. Let us next. So next we want to go to work with rollback. We want to go to work with rollback. Okay. So what is the rollback and how it is going to work? Rollback is one of the TCL command or transaction command. It is used to cancel the previous transaction. It is used to cancel the previous transaction. Let us, I want to close this one first of all. Yeah. So now we have 3 records. What is that? It is used to cancel the previous transaction. That is called that is the use of rollback. Let us suppose here I want to insert some data. Insert into std. Suppose not insert, just delete from std99. What happened? We are deleted. We are deleted std99. So we don't have any data. Okay, unfortunately we delete the data. Now I want to cancel the previous transaction. I want to cancel the previous. So this is the table which is having 3 records permanently in our database. permanently in our database, right? Now I want to retrieve the data from the table and also delete the data from the table. Let us I check it. When I'm going to check it here, it is not show us any data. Okay, let us. Now I want to apply the rollback, and again I want to check it. Data is written back. Data is written back. What happened here? What is the means? What is the meaning of rollback? It is used to cancel the previous transaction. Okay, this is the rollback. It is used to cancel the previous transaction. Here, it is cancel this transaction only. If you cancel this transaction, still it is not cancel this one, but the data is absolutely coming. How it possible? So what is the reason behind that? Here, just keep in our mind. So whenever we are going to apply the rollback, so rollback is going to cancel the previous transaction, which is the transaction does not have the commit statement. That point is very important. Okay, rollback is going to cancel the previous transaction, which is the transaction does not have the commit statement. That transaction is that transaction is going to applicable by the rollback. Okay, first it is go to visit this one. Then here this transaction does not have the commit because of DQL statement doesn't have the commit, so that is the reason. Next, still the rollback does not to stop the execution process. Then go to next level, next transaction. So here also it is check it whether this transaction is having the commit or not. Doesn't have. How we know that? Because of it is a DML. Which is the DML command? That command doesn't have the commit powers, right? It is also doesn't have the commit, so it is also cancel this transaction. Okay, next go to this one. But how we are not cancelled? Because of already this data is committed in our database. That is the reason it is not possible to cancel here. Now the rollback is going to stop here. The rollback does not go to move back. Okay, here it is going to stop here because of it is already committed. That is the reason data is returned back. That is, data is returned back, right? Suppose I will show you one more example. Yeah, let us. So which is the data we access here? The data already committed. Okay, so now I want to do some operations so that you can easily understand. Suppose example, insert into std99 values for Akash. One record is insert std99 values 5 RJ. So total how many records we have? std99. We have 5 records. Okay. Next, so here observe this one. Commit. Next, select star from std99. Next, delete from std99. Next, I want to execute the here. So now what happened? No rows selected. Now I want to apply the rollback. Then now you tell me how many records we have, whether 3 records or 5 records. In this point of time we have 5 records. How? Let us observe this one. Here the rollback is started. Now I will explain to you the rollback mechanism. The rollback is going to reach to the first transaction, previous transaction. So it doesn't have the commit, so it is cancel this one. Next go to visit here. It is also doesn't have the commit. cancel it. Next, here, cancel it. Next, here, now the mention means that the rollback does not cancel this commit statement because of rollback doesn't have the power to cancel the commit transaction, to cancel the committed transaction. So that is the reason it is not possible to cancel it. Okay, up to here it is stopped. Now the rollback does not go to move forward. It is going to stop here. So that is the reason. Before that, how many records we have? 5 records. That 5 records only available here. That 5 records only available here. Right? Let us. I will show you one more example. One more example. Select star from STD 99. So here observe this one. Insert into STD. Let us 1 second. STD 99. Commit. So now we don't have any data. Right. Now we don't have any data. First of all, I want to insert some data. Insert into std99 values. One is alert. Okay. Again, insert into std99 values. Two is trust. Now we have how many records? We have 2 records. std9. Okay. Let us. The next, I want to commit it. Next, I want to insert one more record. Insert into std99 values. 3 Edward. Okay. So how many records we have? Select start from std99. We have 3 records. Again, I want to delete from std99. 3 records are deleted. So now how many records we have? We don't have any data. Now I want to apply the rollback. Let us what happened. What happened? So we apply the rollback and execute it. So whenever we are execute this one, then how many records we are getting? Either 2 or 3. We are getting 2 only. Why? Because for 2 records only we committed. For 2 records only committed. The remaining record, which is the record we are inserted after committed, that record does not available in our table. Right? Let us here. I will show you the example. First, the rollback is visit to this, cancel this query transaction because of it doesn't have the commit. Next, cancel this one. Here also doesn't have the commit. Next, here it is also cancelled, doesn't have the commit. Next, this one, it is also cancelled. Next, visit to the another transaction, but here it does not cancel. Here it is stop and return back because of this commit does not cancel by the rollback. So before the commit, how many records we have? That data is available in our this respected session. Okay. So in this manner we are. Let us. I will show you one more example. Here, select star from std99. Next, I want to insert some data. Insert into std99 values. 3 Edward. Okay, and I want to apply the commit. Okay, for one record is committed. Let us, these three records are committed, right? Now I want to apply the delete. Three records are deleted. Three records are deleted. Okay. Now again I want to apply the commit. Let us check it. We don't have any data. Now I want to apply the rollback. Okay. If you use the rollback in this scenario, what happens? The data is returned back or not? The data does not return back. Why? Because let us. Here, what happened? First, the rollback is going to cancel this transaction because of it doesn't have the commit. Next, go to here. It is a commit. It is not possible to cancel. Why? Because it is already committed. So for up to what are the transactions we committed? So we are committed for this delete operation. So permanently it is deleted. So that is the reason we are not possible to get back the data, right? And next, one more scenario. One more scenario. Let us std99. We don't have any data. So here I want to insert some data. std99 values align and values Edward. Two records is there. Let us, now we are going to insert the data. Now we are going to select star from std99. But here I don't want to apply the commit. I want to execute the ddl command. I want to execute the ddl command, any one of the command. Create, suppose here I want to execute the drop table std991. It is already there in our database. Table is drop. Okay. Still I want to check it. std99. Now I want to delete std99. So here two records are deleted. Let us, now I want to apply the rollback. So what happened? The data is come back or not? The data is come back or not? Absolutely it come. So how it is possible? So here observe, but here I didn't apply any commit, but how the data is come back here? So here we have a one reason. What is the reason is, then first rollback is going to visit this one, cancel this one because of it doesn't have the commit. Next it is cancel this one, so it is also doesn't have the commit. Next go to visit this one, it is also cancel. Next go to visit this one, but here it doesn't cancel. Why? Because this is a ddl command. ddl command internally execute the commit. So that is the reason the rollback don't have the power to cancel which is the transaction is having the commit, which is having the commit. So that is the reason it is not cancel this respected transaction. So before that, what are the transactions are committed? Up to these transactions are committed. So that is the reason. So machine is going to retrieve that two records. Retrieve that two records. Okay. So this is the use of rollback. So very important. That is the reason I want to expand in different scenarios. Okay. Yeah. So next we go for save point. We go for save point. What is the use of save point and how it is happen? Save point. is used to mark a specific record, just only temporary purpose. So we never use this one, just I want to show you. Save point s1, just observe this one. Save point s2, save point here, it is a temporary purpose s3. Okay, again I want to create a save point s1, system is accepted. Then system is accepted, save point s1, save point s2. We don't get any restriction, right? But already there in s1, s2, s3, but that all are the temporary purpose one. So that is the reason. So we are created any number of save points, we don't get any problem. Okay, just temporary purpose only. Bookmark is nothing but so here, very simple. For each and every paragraph, we can put like as a dot. What is that? That is a mark, bookmark. Up to that only we want to do some transaction. The same thing will be done by the this respected save point. Okay, so next we go for truncate. So very important. Interview point of view, they're asking the question, what is the difference between a delete and a truncate also. And also interview point of view, they're asking the question, what is the difference between implicit commit and explicit commit also. Let us, now we are working with truncate. What is the use of this truncate? One second. Let us. So this truncate work like as a delete plus commit. Observe this one. Delete is coming from the DML, commit is coming from the TCL, and also we call it as a DTL, right? Because of DTL commands is also having the commit power, right? So one of the transaction is coming from the DML, one of the power is coming from the DTL. So once we are going to merge this two both operations, we call it as a truncate. Basically, we call this truncate is also DTL command, because of truncate is also having the commit power. That is the reason we call it as a truncate is also one of the DTL command. But while using truncate, we can't possible to create any structure or modify the structure, whatever it may be. Truncate is applicable for transactions only. That is the reason we call it as a truncate as a detail command or as a TCL command. Both will be applicable for this one. Okay, let us, now I will show you how it is work. That first, this is our data table which is having two records, right? If you are using delete command on this table, data is deleted, right? Data is deleted. Then here, now we apply the rollback. Let us, the data is come back. Data is, sorry, is come back. Why? Because here rollback is cancel the previous transaction, this one, and also cancel the this transaction, because of both the transaction doesn't have the commit powers, right? Now in the same manner, next, select star from std99. Now I want to do the operation is called as truncate. truncate table std99. So std99 truncate table std99. So what happened? Table is truncated. What exactly the use of truncate? Truncate is one of the command, one of the operation which is used to delete the data in our database and apply the commit as well as okay. So that is the reason here data permanently remove the database and also permanently applied by the commit by system itself only. So even though here if you apply the rollback, data doesn't come back. Why? Because this truncate is having the commit power data. So rollback is going to visit this one. It doesn't have the commit, it is cancelled. And is visit this one. So here what happened? Does not possible to cancel. Why? Because this truncate is having the commit power. This truncate is having the commit power. That is the reason it is not possible to cancel. It is returned back. So that is the reason does not have the data. But still the structure is there. So whatever it may be, if you do the delete command or if you do the truncate command, in both ways structure is there, but data does not there. If you apply the delete command, we can use the rollback, it is returned back. If you apply the truncate command, if you use the rollback also, data does not return back. Why? Because so the respected truncate have the commit power. That is the reason. Okay. And also we have a one more difference. Suppose I want to insert some data. Insert into std99 values. Okay. Insert into std99 values to Edward. Let us std99. So std99. So how many records? We have 2 records. So here now, suppose say example, now I want to delete a particular record. Suppose delete from std99 where s number equal to 1. So we successfully delete the one record, right? In the same manner, can be possible to delete a particular record while using truncate? Suppose again I want to insert some more record. 3 trust. Let us how many records? 2 records. Now I want to use the truncate table name where s number equal to 2. It is not working. Observe this one. If you are using the delete command, we can delete the particular record. If you are using the truncate command, we cannot possible to delete a particular record. So delete is possible to delete a particular record, but truncate is always delete the entire table data. Truncate is used to delete the entire records which are available in our table. That purpose only truncate is going to work. So delete is used to delete the particular record. Truncate is used to delete the entire records from the table. So that is the difference. Okay. So in this point of time, we want to work with this truncate. If you are using the truncate, This cases only truncate we use. We cannot possible to apply the where condition in our truncate, and also we cannot possible to delete a particular record. Okay, and the next one is DCL commands. So what is this DCL commands means? Basically, these DCL commands are executed by the DBA people. We never use this DCL commands. If you want to give the access or credentials to users, at the time we want to use this DCL commands. Data control language. Grant means we can give the permissions to users, and revoke means we can cancel the permissions to users. These two activities is done by the DBA people only. We don't have any respected uh, permissions to access this DCL command. And also I will show you how we can give the permissions and everything in our Oracle applications. Okay, right? So this is the case we are working with this DCL commands. So very important. That is the reason we are going to cover entire one session for this TCL commands. Clear, guys? Done. So just let us restart the session. Tomorrow we continue with the classes.